Hello everyone and welcome back to Prison Architect. So, first things first, I should point out I am extremely tired right now. I timed it kind of poorly starting this series just as the last Rumble series ended. But basically I've been up for a very long time preparing that new series and the mod pack and everything associated with that. So there almost wasn't an episode today, but I thought instead of completely not doing an episode outright, we could just have a bit more of a chill episode where we just kind of slowly work through the grants and work on our foundation of our prison here before we dive into the mod features that will obviously take a little bit of investigation to figure out how those work. So what I've done is definitely, this is going green after all. I definitely have not just chopped down an entire forest worth of trees for the purpose of turning a profit. No. The trees fell down because of nature, and I just thought we shouldn't let that go to... basically, I've recycled the trees into pure profit, which we can use to expand out our prison a little bit more. So I didn't unfortunately get much from the comment section yesterday. Now, it should come as no surprise that the comment section right now is a bit fucking useless because of the kind of keyword spam that's going on. Now, look, obviously I'm not encouraging spamming comment sections on YouTube. However, unfortunately, because of the way YouTube is right now, the more comments there are, the more beneficial it is for the channel. I also probably won't be deleting them. Haven't really got the time to do that. The comment section is a bit useless for advice, so if you've got any kind of solid advice to throw at me for the new DLC, anything you might have learned that I obviously haven't yet picked up on, feel free to send that over Discord. There was very little I was able to pick apart from the comment section yesterday because of that spam, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, again, it's just kind of how YouTube as a platform is, so I'm not encouraging that, but I'm also not going to do anything about it because otherwise it'll be detrimental to my channel if you're able to read between the lines. Hello. So, what was I about to say? The one thing I did get, the one piece of useful information that I did glean from the sea of crap was that somebody said, and I actually had no idea this was a thing, and I feel like I've said this before, the prisoners are the same value to each level, which I think I might have actually brought up last time in yesterday's episode. But say, for example, I was kind of discussing maybe we bring in legendary prisoners, but ultimately, you know, we get 15,000 up front. But then every other day past that is, you know, all the extra money that we have to spend on guards and stuff. It is more beneficial in the long run, especially if we can turn a profit with our gardens to go for the minimum security and focus on getting... Basically, it's whether you prefer cash up front and then have to deal with the consequence of that, which is hiring more and more guards. You're basically taking a big lump sum up front in exchange for less money overall because you're having to employ those armed guards and those snipers. Or you get less money up front, but because we can be a lot more relaxed with minimum security, I'm only using that as an example, we're probably not going to take minimum security. Because you can be a lot more relaxed with that, you don't have to hire so many guards, so you're saving money there, and you can get them to work a bit more safely. So ultimately, I'm thinking, well, I don't really want minimum security because the payment is terrible on those. And I don't really want legendary prisoners because of the things I've just discussed. Criminally insane obviously can't... Those are... there's so much you've got to juggle with them. I'm thinking, why don't we split the difference and go for maximum security or super maximum security? Even so, supermax is obviously still very dangerous. Supermax legendary prisoners are just about as bad as getting regular legendary prisoners. I think we'll go maybe medium security, to be honest with you. 500 up front, and I think that what I'll do to balance out the fact that, sure, medium security is a little easier to handle, it means that we'll be able to see the new features of the DLC first and foremost. Giving Supermax prisoners, you know, gardening tools is probably fairly dangerous as a prison policy. So having those minimum security guys doing that instead, or medium security guys, I should say, will actually allow us to see the DLC, which is kind of the point of the series, right? Or at least see it with a bit more safety and actually let us see it a bit more entirely. What I was going to say is, why don't we set ourselves a pretty hefty goal for the series of 1,000 prisoners? So double what our previous prison had. 1,000 medium security prisoners, I think, will be a nice way to balance that. And bear in mind, we also have that mutator as well that allow for weird and new reputations, whatever that means. You know, there might be reputations associated with the new DLC that I'm not aware of yet. So I think that's probably how I'm going to go about things. because it has all of the bonuses that I talked about. Of, you know, we get slightly more upfront cash than compared to minimum security. But we haven't got to worry about keeping so many guards on board with that compared to maximum. So I think I will take minimum. And I'm sorry if that's a disappointment to some people, but ultimately, the DLC and the new features are something I want to explore. And I feel like having luxury prisons and supermax again with garden trails and shears and stuff is a recipe for disaster. What I would like to do is a full-on challenge run in Prison Architect at some point in the future. Maybe not immediately after this series, but we'll do a proper maybe legendary prisoner only run and a few mods to throw into the mix to kind of facilitate that. But when we're learning a new DLC and we want to see new DLC features, I feel like that's a bad time to do that, you know? So let's actually start planning out with our prison. We've got 25,000 cash to play around with. First thing we should really do is start... I think we should just say medium security filter capacity. Why are we not allowed to take medium security here? What is the deal with that then? Obviously, we don't have deployment or logistics yet. It's because we have no guards. We don't have a warden. I mean, that's reasonable. So let's go ahead and get him down. We don't have any cooks, so I'll throw ahead a couple of those. Let's get a couple of guards down as well. What else do we really want at this point? You can hire that farmer. So the farmer is the new guy there. Looks after crop growth and manages all jobs related to the vegetable allotment, fruit orchard, and farming field rooms. Sorry about the hiccups. Again, it's very late. and that's somehow related. Just please take my excuses. Okay, fine. Why can we not fill to capacity then? What have I done wrong already? They're not cells. The classic thing that I always make the mistake of. There we go. Incredible work. To be honest, for medium security, those are a little bit too luxurious, aren't they? Well, I don't know. Medium security, to be fair, in that last prison, I was very laissez-faire with. And to be honest, we didn't use up as much room as we could have. By packing in the shower and the gym mat and, you know, all the... Oh, God, the desks are backwards. That is another comment I actually saw in somehow the flood of spam. Somebody said the desks were backwards, and I thought, no, the desks wouldn't be backwards. I wouldn't have made that mistake. Nope, I absolutely did. But the point I was going to make is because they're getting the kind of literary need and their spiritual need and their exercise need, we might not necessarily have to build a gym or a library. We'll see how the needs go. So, if we're only going medium security, why don't we start throwing down more cells immediately? Although, hold on. If we want to go for 1,000 prisoners, is having super luxurious cells a sensible thing to do? No, it's really not, is it? Why don't we then do this? I'll dismantle this cell. I think that's a safe idea because it is very much in the way right here. We'll build an identical cell out when we've dismantled it or try and save as much money as possible. Just to finish that kind of cell block down there. Why don't we take in like 4 legendary or 4 supermax prisoners or something like that? I think that could be a decent idea. Is there any game audio? I'm not getting any game audio. I hope to hell... I mean, it says it's showing up on OBS. Maybe that's just my headphones being a bit strange. Anyway. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get all this stuff moved over. I'll stick down to the cell over here instead. I keep changing the plan midway through, but that was kind of the... You know, that was kind of what I expected with this episode. Again, it's kind of a bit more of a chill, extremely tired episode. So we could have a few maximum security prisons down here. And the bonus of doing that fairly early is that we could get in a good amount of cash from these guys. So I might do that. Why don't we take, why don't we just take 4 maximum security prisoners, super maximum security prisoners for the cash. That's going to give us 8,000? Is that all? Oh, I was looking at the equivalent saying, my bad. I mean, it's 8,000 up front, and with that, we can build a good amount of shared, and that's the important thing here. Shared barracks for, I'm calling it barracks. Shared, what's the word? Bedrooms, for lack of better word? Cells? For our medium security prisoners, because at the end of the day, they are medium security, so who really cares? Let's get all this stuff demolished now. I could, in theory, when we get a bit more cash, I won't do it quite yet, we could clone this whole thing up, and we could take in, like, if we clone it all up and put a fence around it, we could take in a good, I'd estimate a good 20, 30 or so prisoners with that. I'm trying to crunch the numbers, but it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to do that from just from just visual alone. Right, so let's go to the quick build menu here. Let's take a look at what they think the shared cell should contain. So we've got a toilet there. Again, we could do the shower as well. It will affect their privacy need. But I think if we want to ram in that many prisoners, it's you know, it's a necessary evil. Or maybe the evil's not the right word. It's a necessary rehabilitation. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Morgan Freeman. So let's throw down, and we can't put, I tried putting in more beds into a shared cell before, but it obviously didn't work. What would be the downside of marking it as a holding cell? I guess that might affect your prisoner inflow or something like that. Really, I just want to find the most effective way to ram in as many prisoners as possible, and there's the bureaucracy for small cells there as well, which might be actually more space effective than building shared cells. Obviously, shared cells, I guess, come with the downside of maybe more frequent escapees. Fighting, contraband gangs especially could be an issue with that. We do have gangs enabled this time. We'll test it out on this area. If it fails, we'll burn all this down, people and all, and we'll start over here fresh. Although on the plus side, I haven't got, or on the downside, I should say, I haven't got any more bloody trees to chop down now, have I? All right, let's go 4 shared cells then. Sod it. I'm committing to the idea. Boy, these things are cheap. But I need to get showering. Right? We need to get a shower, and we also need to get a drain in there as well. Do something like... Is that a bit too many? Let's take that one away. Well, actually, I don't know. We could put another cell in there. That's fine. That's all right. And then I'll just build the wall across, and then we'll use that as one big cell block. Wow. So let's assume we're getting 4 people per cell. I'm going to put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you've got a total of, what, 84 prisoners in there? That'll do. Hey. That seems like a pretty goddamn good start. I reckon we could fit, like... Hell, if we can get 81 in there, I reckon we could fit in 400 prisoners per quadrant. I mean, what do we need to aim for? 333 prisoners per quadrant? No, that's ridiculous. 250 prisoners per quadrant. We could do that very easily if we use shared cells. The only problem is we need to save room now for our farms and things like that. Let's go ahead and build a wall across that. In fact, I should do that with those foundations, shouldn't I? But worry about that in a minute. Let's do something like that. There we go. Leaving a few gaps here just so they can filter through into maybe other areas of the cell block. We could even put a big kind of common room in the center and build cells out around it. General quality of our cells is too low. What are you talking about? The general quality of our cells is too low, you fucking strange man. Oh, I'm sorry. Was the pet bird not enough? Was the PC not enough? The TV? The gym mat? The prayer mat? Good lord. People are going to think that they've won the jackpot. Needs. Can I see individual prisoner needs? No, I can't. Reform is 10. Estimated reoffending chance 52%. Okay. Not entirely sure how they've quite graded that, seeing as he's just bloody arrived, but there we are. 1 hour in your prison. Mood is normal. I suppose we can see our individual prisoner needs by going to the... Oh, bloody psychologist. Well, you know, let's crack out some research then. Let's go into psychology first. I'll admit, this is a bit of a sweaty prison. In that we haven't got any showers, firstly, but I am kind of taking everybody without actually having got much at all set up. Like, no infirmary, and there are people bleeding to death everywhere. I haven't got showers set up, and I'm just saying, send them in. Yeah, okay, warden, get out. I know what I'm doing. Thank you. You might not believe it. Oh, look at the money. This is what I'm talking about. We might not be able to feed them or give them fresh running water quite yet, but we do have fat stacks, and that's all that really matters, hey? Why don't I, before I build more cells, maybe upgrade the ones that we've got? Bookshelves, people are saying that I'm basically sleeping on, and I need to make sure these things are... They do improve a cell's great. Yeah, they do. I thought so. Let's throw one of those down into each cell. They're only 30 each, so that seems like a fairly cheap way to get it upgraded. I need to hire a couple more guards, seeing as we've got 77 prisoners and like what was like 4 dudes to manage them. Seems a little dangerous. They all seem to be just kind of in the street as well. We're at risk if fire breaks out. You're at risk, pal. You're getting right on my nerves. Old man comes into my prison and tells me how to run the place. So I think I'm doing absolutely fine. I forgot to link up the kitchen to any sort of water. Visitor door? Oh. Right, I remember why I did that. I caught that actually while I was editing. It's because the bloody staff doors are still invisible, aren't they? They might have been fixed. No, they're still very invisible. Okay, well, it's not entirely my fault. Are they invisible in the world? Because that's going to get very confusing. Oh, come on. Calm. No. Yeah, they're visible. Well, the kitchen isn't a security risk. Just don't worry about it. Boy, I really wish I'd have started with bureaucracy finished, eh? It doesn't really... I don't think it really adds any difficulty in that. It just adds restrictions early on. You know, like in the late game is where you want the difficulty to increase, but obviously by that point you've already got everything. Let's make sure we're getting security. I think security, health, and maintenance are definitely the ones we can or should go for first. How do they think about the cells now? Are we good? Look, I got a bookshelf. I'll put a radio down too. Give every cell a pet bird as well. Ah, fuck it. Why not? As long as the bird doesn't die and I don't have to, like, replace it. I don't see the downside to that. It takes up a single square. And to be honest, that is the more important thing. Like, budget aside, filling each cell with as much as we can with regards to actual space is far more important. Let's get down, let's get a prayer mat in each cell too. And a gym mat. Oh, fine. Fine. I'll buy you sprinklers. Good God. Apparently this warden has been he's on brand with the big sprinkle. Oh no. Big sprinkle. Terrible name for a conspiracy to control the sprinkler industry. Let's hire a psychologist. I need to know what needs that we are not fulfilling right now. That way I can determine whether or not it's a good idea to throw down a couple more, like a couple more showers in each cell or something like that. Or maybe even give them more time to shower, but more time to shower means less time to grow crops and earn me big fat profits. Let's throw down a power station? We are supposed to be going green here. Shit, I mean, I guess boring old solar panels. As we use the solar panels we've actually got and stop selling the energy back, seeing as the energy we're getting back is, like, nowhere near as valuable as it would be in us just saving money reinstalling the bloody thing. Oh! Can energy got one complete. We have unlocked a wind turbine. Oh, that's pretty good. How did I do that? I have no idea. I have absolutely no clue how we unlocked that. Well, fantastic. Well, there we are. Wind turbines. Very nice. Oh my god, I wonder if it's like installing 3 solar panels, and because I've reinstalled the same solar panel 3 times. Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. I assume we just need 1 transformer for all the green energy rather than lots. Otherwise, that could be pretty bad. So how do we find out again? I guess it was under grants? I don't know. To find out what we actually need to unlock the other... Oh, here we are. Green energy goals. There you go. Purchase 3 wind turbines. Yeah, I totally haven't purchased 3 solar panels, have I? Oh, have I found an exploit already? Let's dismantle it. Let's try that again. Oh, it turns out because we've got instant delivery on the second I planned out those solar panels, they were just instantly purchased. That's okay. Turns out we fulfilled a green energy goal, so that's kind of the whole point of the DLC, right? That's kind of the whole point of the series, is exploring that. Let's throw down a few wind turbines here then. We know we've got to buy 3 of those to unlock the next green energy goal, so we might as well go for it. Solar wind hybrid. There you go. Right, so what else have we got on green energy goals then? Export 1,000 units of power. Oh my god, we almost finished that one. Export 2,500 units, 5,000 units. 25 inmates passed the solar panel development program. Oh, wow. Player must not use power stations for 10 in-game days with prisoners present. Reward is 1 green energy source of each type is delivered to the prison free of charge. Oh, wow. Fully charge 100 batteries. The output of all green power sources will be increased by a factor of 2. Holy crap. Is that 100 batteries simultaneously? Surely not. I think it just means like 100 full charges, but it can be on the same battery. Bloody hope so, anyway. A 500 piece, that's fine. Yeah, why not? It's called going green for a reason. Or our prisoners don't have any sort of meaningful buildings. They don't have any sort of, you know, infirmary or programs or, well, anything to do at all. But hey, we've got solar panels. I'm sure they'll sleep well knowing that. I wonder if selling energy counts towards charging the batteries. Because I want to put down a power export meter just so that we can sell. Because we're not using all the power that these guys are producing, right? Because look, that's charging pretty decently fast. I want to sell that, but I also hope that it counts towards it. Can we connect it just up to that battery? No, you have to connect it to the transformer. Okay, well, why don't we see what happens then? Now, here's the thing I am interested in. We don't have a psychologist, but we can tell whether or not they're actually being fed adequately. I think I might need another cook. We also don't have enough. Why? Solitary? 17 awaiting solitary confinement. Bloody hell. Oh, what? How have we ended up with criminally insane? Did this guy go insane? The fuck? Did he go insane? He must have gone insane. If I make him wear a different shirt. Oh. I was going to say maybe that'll solve the problem, but no, that would be a little silly. I do need some solitary cells then, don't I? That wouldn't be a bad thing to quickly throw down a few of just to solve that problem. Do something like tile it out like that. I guess that works fine. Love the fact that I asked for medium security, and just on this screen alone, we've got more of everything else than we've got medium security. Come on. We got like 3 max guys, and then 1 criminally insane there as well. God damn, this is the problem with transfers. They're all transferring between... Oh, God. I mean, I did untick that. Review transfers. Maximum security. Can I put you back down to medium security? Because this is gonna. And then we've got the full super. Okay, that's fine. It's alright. I genuinely thought for a second then people had upgraded to supermax. Can I put you guys back down? Forgive and forget. You know, you help me manage my prison a little bit easier, and I'll absolve you of all your crimes. Well, that's funny. I could have sworn I read some reports saying that you'd recently had to upgrade some prisons to maximum security. No, you must have misread something. No, our prison is perfect. We would never had any situation like that occur. Deployment. Oh God, yes. Okay, that's good. Don't have a bloody chief though, do we? How much are they? Chief? $1,000? Oh, we really need to buy some bins. You shit, I've put bins around. Put recycling bins around because, you know, prison architect going green. Apparently that's not sufficient. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 of the bloody things. Is that not enough to... is that not enough to cover 98 people plus workers? Okay, foreman, done. Chief, why would you ever hire more than 1 foreman? Oh, I know why. Training, right? For classroom activities, things like that. Again, invisible doors. Maybe I should hire another cook or 2, seeing as we've got to feed 88 people with 2 people. I love that we've just got Supermax now in with general population. Oh, that's good. No, that's exactly what I wanted. Fucking unbelievable. Quite prison labor for logistics. Brilliant. Well, let's do some of that. That's it. Piss off. Insecure? Insecure? I don't think you should judge it on that. It might be fine. You know, might just be having a tough time right now. You're saying hedges don't make for a good prison wall. Well, but it's prison architect going green, not prison architect going raw iron fence. Oh, we should improve efficiency by installing a door control system. Oh, I'll just pull the money for that out of my ass, shall I? Huh? On top of paying for the doctors and the prisoners? Really did build this ass backwards. Should have never bothered with green energy until we'd, until we'd, dealt with, you know, maybe the prison aspect of things. But we've got it now. Financial compensation, 330. Actually, it's bringing in a good amount of cash now. It's not fantastic, and it certainly take a bloody long time to pay itself off. How are we doing with our green energy goals? Because that's the important thing here. Not rehabilitation or helping these prisoners out. What am I looking for here? Oh, grants as well. I should probably enable some of those. Export 2,500 units of power. We're halfway there. Oh, wow, we're way over halfway there now. Look at that. Cool. 5,000 units won't take long to get to either. Are those giving us... What are those actually giving us? Power export cap is increased to 5,000 units. Okay, fair enough. So, as we kind of discussed during the first episode, you can only export a certain amount per day of power until we fulfilled those. The one that doubles the output, though, sounds really, really useful. Basically cover the whole bloody prison with them then. Right, so. That we can't get because I'm not going to build a shower. I might just build a shower to take it away to get the grant. Oh, you know what? I actually will do that. Administration center. 2 officers, a warden, finance. Yeah, we've obviously got that one. No, I just haven't hired... Oh, finance. Bollocks. Okay. Well, let's get that done, because that'll obviously save us, or get us in a bunch of money. Right, there you are. What do you want me to do? Shower in a yard. I could just mark this as shower, right? I could just take a bedroom and mark it as a shower. You don't need a shower head. Boom, done. There you go. Easy. Excellent work. Right, okay. It says we've only got 5 cells. I have to disagree with you. Oh, because it counts as shared? Oh, dormitory. This is dormitory. Oh, there you go. Shit. Oh, nice. Okay, good stuff. We've only got 21 dormitories. Oh, I guess so. Oh, you need to have a shower and a yard simultaneously. We can do that, because yard don't actually need anything, do they? So we can just do that, and then if we mark this back as shower again, should be grant complete. Yeah, there you go. Oh, God. That guy just went through my guards like they were nothing. He's got to be some sort of... We have no idea what his reputation is. He's just annihilated, like, my entire guard force. Oh my god, is this getting riot level? Hold on. This is not okay. Hire some more. It's alright, it's always... there's infinite guards. We'll be fine. Oh, look. There's something called a grade 3 dorm. Grade 4 cell? Shower but no toilet. What the hell? Well, that's very bizarre. Well, I think things are fine. Some prisoners have serious complaints. What's wrong with you? Bad environment. Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't actually hire any gardeners or janitors. My bad. Kind of forgot about that. Weird that. It turns out when prisoners aren't locked up all day every day, the danger level kind of goes down a little bit. All it took was an outdoors area. Like I said, I know I went about this prison ass backwards, but I got kind of blindsided by the new features and completely flew into it without taking into account that we were severely unequipped for the massive influx of prisoners. On the subject of that, I've decided to build more cells so that we can take another massive influx of prisoners. No matter how many times this man asks, I will never build that door control system. In fact, every time he asks, another few days is added on to the time for me actually building it. What the fuck? You know, I'm glad we didn't take legendary prisoners, seeing as one Supermax prisoner flattened all of my guards, smashed down 2 doors, and let 17 people escape. Wow. That's, I don't want to play Prison Architect. Mummy, I would like to sleep now. The game is silly. Unbelievable. Yeah, you better let him crawl back. Let him crawl back. Oh no, this doesn't seem right. Everything's kind of backed up a little bit, and the truck driver doesn't seem to be helping out. Oh. The recycling bags have broken my damn prison. Maybe it's because we've got this prisoner here. Hang on. What I'll do is... What? I can see it's accessible by this cell. What the fuck are you talking... What's this? I don't know. What I was thinking then, why don't we go ahead and quickly turn this into a padded room? See if that will be enough to... where's that? Padded cell. There we are. Quickly swap these over. See if that's enough to get him taken to a cell, and maybe that'll encourage the truck driver to leave. Maybe that's what's interfering with it. Enclosed, surrounded by walls and doors. What are you talking about? Willis? Padded cell. Try that. Oh. For some reason, the bit under the door counted towards it. There you go. Okay. Nice. Now let's see if they'll... hopefully escort him over there. Oh, bloody hell, we need orderlies, don't we? Man, this is just one thing after another. Right, there we go. Get the orderlies down, and then that should hopefully allow us to escort those guys over. I'm gonna be blunt. I think I want to restart. I think I hate shared cells. I think it was a terrible idea, and I think it's... We had such a good prison going last time. With such a good prison going for us. I think individual cells is absolutely the right way to go. And that was a great idea. When we did it in the first time in the prison, it worked perfectly. There were no problems at all. We were using medium security. There was no escapees. There were no deaths. There were no problems at all. Everybody was in the green. Second I introduced this variable into it, it's just a fucking nightmare. Like, everything has hit the fan so fast. And speaking of hit the fan, you can fuck off too, you wind turbines. That's something we need to worry about later on. I genuinely think I'm in restart territory, because this is just a complete nightmare. You know what? Here's the plan. Here's what I'm going to do. This prison's cursed, okay? Can I sell this prison? Almost certainly not, right? Because we've had 1 or 2 escapees. We don't even have a fucking accountant. Right, here. Right, I can solve this problem. Accountant, in. Hello? Right. Minus 30,000. I'd rather not sell, actually. I think, in hindsight, I'd rather not sell. Because I quite like not being 30k down. Here's what I'll do. I will start a new prison, and I'll build us up to roughly where we are here. I'll basically copy exactly what we've done. So we haven't lost it. We won't. I'll make us so we're in a position where we haven't lost any progress. I'll copy exactly what we've done. However, I will replace. I will start a fresh prison to avoid all the kind of bureaucracy around all the people that have died. I'll not use the group cells. I'll just load back to before we started building those, and instead I'll build single cells, because fuck that. Absolute nonsense. Maybe if you're going minimum security, sure. But when we started having insane inmates and the supermax characters being just randomly shuffled into our medium security lot, that's when it all fell apart. We need to basically start with, or we need to have the deployment far earlier before we start introducing multiple classes into the system, huh? Anyway, let me solve that. That'll be something I will set up ready for in advance. Thank you to Mr. Moosh, Smugjack, Gibbering Mound, Altari, Cyrix313, Lupus, Hualg, Tinseled Cloth, Amaray the Fox, Baldor Hammer, Feral Hellscat, Revan, Skaz, Solembreen, Justin Rules, Dante Mordecai, and everyone else over at Patreon for voting for this series, which, to be you're probably regretting. Let's be reasonable. What a mess. Thank you as well to Good Chunk of Balsa, Stalker Pepe, Nyancat17, Alex Schultz, Proximity Jones, Bellman, Sam Haruni, Scott, Mr. Awesome Blue Chaos, Lanath, Roger Wilco, Flom, and Warsheep as well.